Crossing Cultures. Page 30, Exercise 1, Perspectives. If I moved to a foreign country. Part A. Listen to the people talk about moving to a foreign country. Would you have any of the same concerns?
One thing I'd really miss is my mom's cooking.
I'd be worried about the local food. I might not like it.
Getting used to different customs might be difficult at first.
My room at home is the thing that I'd miss the most.
Not knowing the prices of things is something I'd be concerned about.
Moving to a country with a very different climate could be a challenge.
I'd be worried about getting sick and not knowing how to find a good doctor.
Something I'd be nervous about is communicating in a new language.
Exercise 3, Grammar Focus. Noun phrases containing relative clauses.
One thing I'd really miss is my mom's cooking. One thing that I'd really miss is my mom's cooking.
Something I'd be nervous about is communicating in a new language. Something that I'd be nervous about is communicating in a new language.
Two people I'd call every week are my parents. Two people who I'd call every week are my parents. Two people that I'd call every week are my parents.
My mom's cooking is one thing I'd really miss. My mom's cooking is one thing that I'd really miss.
Communicating in a new language is something I'd be nervous about. Communicating in a new language is something that I'd be nervous about.
My parents are two people I'd call every week. My parents are two people who I'd call every week. My parents are two people that I'd call every week.
Exercise 4, Pronunciation. Word stress in sentences. Part A. Listen and practice. Notice that the important words in a sentence have more stress.
Argentina is a country that I'd like to live in.
Speaking a new language is something I'd be anxious about.
Trying new foods is something I'd be curious about.
Exercise 7, Conversation. What's the custom? Part A. Listen and practice.
I just got invited to my teacher's house for dinner.
Oh, how nice.
Yes, but what do you do here when you're invited to someone's house?
Well, here in the U.S., it's the custom to bring a small gift.
Like what?
Oh, maybe some flowers or chocolates.
And is it all right to bring a friend along?
Well, if you want to bring someone, you're expected to call first and ask if it's okay.
Exercise 7, Part B. Listen to the rest of the conversation. If you are invited to someone's house in Germany, when are you expected to arrive? What can you bring as a gift?
What are some of the customs in Germany?
Well, when you're invited to someone's house, you can also take flowers. Not red roses, chrysanthemums, carnations, or lilies, but most other flowers are fine.
When should you arrive? Should you arrive a little early?
No, never. You're expected to arrive on time. Punctuality is very important in Germany. If you're going to be more than 15 minutes late, it's important to call the host. It's also the custom to write a short thank you note the following day.
I like that. I wish we did that here more often. To me, it shows good manners.
Grammar focus. Expectations.
When you visit someone, it's the custom to bring a small gift. When you visit someone, you aren't supposed to arrive early.
If you want to bring someone, you're expected to call first and ask. If you want to bring someone, you're supposed to check with the host. If you want to bring someone, it's not acceptable to arrive without calling first.
Listening. Unique customs. Listen to people describe customs they observed abroad. Complete the chart. 1. Alice.
One thing that I had to get used to when I was traveling in South Korea was the way people make noise when they drink soup. I think it's because they want to show that they're really enjoying their food, so they make a slurping noise. It bothered me at first, but then I got used to it. I guess it's because my parents spent years when I was a kid telling me not to make noise while I was eating.
2. John.
When I lived in Spain, I was surprised at how late people eat in the evening. When you're invited to dinner, you're asked to come around 9 o'clock, and you usually don't start dinner until 10. And people stay really late, sometimes until 2 in the morning or even later. I found that difficult. How do you get up and go to work or school the next day after eating and talking until 3 in the morning?
3. Susan.
I lived in Saudi Arabia for a while, and when I went out, I had to obey the local custom of putting something over my head and wearing clothing that covered my whole body. At first, I found it a real nuisance, but after a while, I got used to it and even started to like it. You feel really secure, and also you don't have to worry about what to wear all the time.